Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I turned myself into Hobo Heart. Hobo Heart is a creepypasta character created by Chris Oz Fulton. This is the first time I did the makeup for Hobo Heart. I think it came out pretty damn good. So let's jump right into it. First things first, wig cap. You would think by now that I've at least got putting on a wig cap down a little bit. You'd think I would have figured out how to do it by now, but apparently not. Oh, good lord. It's fine, let me just manhandle my ears. Okay. So I have no idea when this video is going up because I'm trying this thing where I do like a secret cosplay, so until this video goes up, then I haven't told anyone except my parents who I'm going as or who this is meant to be. This is going to be fun. So I'm going to start with my NYX Cosmetics Shine Killer primer. Just a tiny bit. And this is going to go on my nose because I have an oily nose. Then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Optical Illusion primer. A little bit more of that. And I'm going to put it right along here. Under my eyes, along my nose, along the sides of my nose, across the apples of my cheeks, a little bit on my upper lip, and some on my chin, and my forehead too, a little bit, whatever's left on the sides of my fingers, because I have a lot of texture, and this primer helps blur that. Great start! I'm going to be using water-activated face paints today. I'm terrified because the last time I used a water-activated face paint was with Untitled. And we all know how that went. If you didn't, here's a card. I'm assuming this is the right side of the frame, yes? But that'll take you to a video where I talk about how I painted most of my body blue, and it was a nightmare. It's from the same brand. It's from Mehron. It's their their Paradise paint. Just white and black, you know, classics. Do they have specific names for the brand? Nope, just white and black. And, well, I don't have water, so I'm gonna go get that. It also occurred to me while I was hunting for this just blue plastic bowl that we got in the pack from God knows where, because I don't remember. I forgot to fill it with water. I was gonna say it occurred to me I should probably look up reference pictures. Let me go fill the bowl with water. Okay, I also went ahead and just pulled off a giant sheet of paper towel because I'm gonna need something to set the brushes I'm gonna end up using down on, and also to squeeze them out if I get it too watery, because that's the trick with water activated paints. If your brush is too wet, your color is not going to be opaque enough, at least on the first go. With my experience from the blue paint that we don't really speak of here. So the reference picture I'm going to be using is straight from Chris Oz Fulton's Deviantart. I'm going to start by using this photo. The ring light's probably screwing it up, but I will leave a link to his Deviantart, his Instagram, every social media link I can find from him. I will link down in the description. But I'm going to start off using this photo. If the camera's picking it up well with the ring light, I have no idea. But I might go and use some of the other pictures he's got up here as well. So I'm just going to take this flat angled brush. This is just from a kit I got off Amazon. And I'm going to map out some of Hobo Heart's features, like his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. And I'm going to do that with the black. I'm just going to dip my brush in the water. I'm kind of scared. I'm just going to swirl it around in the paint. Oh god, it's completely soaked. Oh wow. Can we get a before and after shot of what the brush looked like? Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. Let's see. Start with his nose. That's the easiest part. So, why do I have glitter on my face? I haven't worn makeup since the weekend, and it's Tuesday. I'm scared. This might not be the right brush? I don't know. It's definitely not the cleanest lines. I'm sure I can go back and clean it back up a bit. Once I've got like the white down and everything. I'm not going to worry about filling it in. Okay, so that's where the nose is going to go. I think for the eye sockets, I'm going to do what I did with Jeff, and I'm just going to go all the way around. Okay. It's fine. That's what the paper towel's for. I'm going to go, what I was going to say was, I'm going to go around. I'm going to cover my eyebrow. Yeah? Yeah, I'm going to cover my eyebrow, so like this, just... And I'm kind of following. I can feel my eye socket, my natural one, under the brush. So I'm just kind of following that shape as well. Oh my god, I have a monocle! I hope this comes out of my eyebrows okay. I mean, it should. The blue, I got blue in my eyebrows when I did Undone, and that came out okay. I don't see why black wouldn't come out okay. I hope to god this is easier to get off than the blue. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a bad time. And now the other one. So to clarify, I'm just tracing around the top of my eyebrows, and then when I get to the tail, I'm following the shape of my natural eye socket all the way around. Until I get to the start of the circle. It's like under where these are like his cheekbones? I'm not great at anatomy, by the way. Swirling back in. I can't believe how quickly the brush turned black. That's terrifying. Okay, now starting from... How do I explain this? I don't know what this thing on your ear is called. But starting from here, just under my natural cheekbone. Let me do it first, then I'll explain what I did as I do the other side, because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. So from this little, I'm going to call it a nub. That's probably not correct, but that's what I'm going to call it. This nub on my ear, I'm going to follow, or start kind of follow my natural cheekbone. And go underneath, like, you know, just recreate this line. It kind of goes down, and then it curves back up some, and stops right, at least on me, I don't know if it'll be different for you, but it stops like right by the fold, these folds here by my nose. I don't know what these are called, what those are even called. And then, not exactly at the end of the line, but like a little bit back, just like the tiniest bit back, like that, maybe like, what, a 1/16 of an inch? I don't know, I'm not good with measurements, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna draw a line that's gonna go straight down until it hits right here, in line with the corner of my mouth, and then from there, from that corner, I'm gonna draw a line connecting it to the corner of my mouth without spitting on myself. Now that I've got that done, I'm gonna take a drink of water because once my lips are covered in paint, I'm not gonna be able to drink until it's off my lips. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the white, and I'm gonna take this flat-ish brush. It's definitely thicker than this one, but I'm just gonna use this to start with the white, to go around the black, because I'm afraid if I go in with like my biggest brush for painting right now, I'm gonna end up like smearing the black or covering some of it with the white, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna use this brush to go around the eye sockets and the nose and the top of and above the black lines on the lower half of my face. Is it supposed to be bubbling? I'm not kidding, it's actually bubbling. Look at that, can you see that? It's bubbling. Is that normal? Wow, where was this paint when I was doing my Jeff makeup? Though to be fair, deciding to do Jeff, well, I guess I can put my phone shut off, was very last minute. As in, it was like 2 weeks before the convention last minute. So I know I said I wasn't going to film the first time I did Hobo's makeup, because this actually is the first time in case you couldn't tell. But it occurred to me that by the time I'm not sure where that train of thought was going, but I'm going to try that again. It occurred to me that what if, say I practiced the makeup off camera for the first time, and it came out really good, right? But then, when I go to film it, I forget what I did. What brushes I used, how I did certain things. So, I said screw it, and I'm going to go ahead and film it anyway. If anything, for myself, so I can come back and see how I did this. Lord, it is in the 90s today, guys, and I'm in a sweatshirt meant for December. That's why my sleeves are rolled up, because I am toasty. Okay, I'm gonna fill in the rest of the top white, except for, you know, the nose and eye sockets and everything, and my lips. I'm leaving my lips blank for as long as possible. I am gonna use the same brush. I might go back in with a bigger brush, but for now, I'm just gonna go in with this smaller brush. I might have made it too wet because it's looking a little thin, but that's okay. God, the texture on my face come through. So the wake cap might get painted a bit, that's fine. So these baby hairs might get coated a bit, that's fine. Totally just smeared some of the black, that's fine. I can go back in and redo it. I also forgot to mention that I think at this point it's kind of just tradition for me to film the first time I'm doing a cosplay makeup for the tutorial at this point, because that's how it was with not Undyne, because I never went back and filmed the tutorial for her. That's how it was with Jeff. That's how it was with Loki. I think the only exceptions to that have been Mettaton, and I guess Undyne, since I never did. Well, technically I filmed it, but I never posted it because the video was shit. It's time for layer 2. Probably way too liquidy, probably way too liquidy, probably way too liquidy. Oh god. Maybe not. Okay. You know, I might just end up getting a cream paint. Because I'm pretty sure those are more opaque. I think I'm going to take this giant angled brush. This is the e.l.f. bronzing brush. This is what I use to apply the undyed paint. The feel of the bristles is very familiar to me. I'm only going to dip the tips of the brush into the paint though, and swirl around just a little bit. I just want to use this. I'm just experimenting here. I'm just using this over the larger areas of my face, like my forehead, to see if maybe that'll like help hide the brush strokes from the smaller brush a bit more, because you can totally see the brush strokes. I'm being super careful with this because this is much harder to control as to whether it'll smear the black or not, or cover it at all. See, I think I've got it, and then if the layer dries, and it turns out I don't got it. I am very open to any tips you might have with applying water-activated paints to my face, because I've got so many layers going on right now, and once they dry they don't seem to be very opaque, or as opaque as I would like them to be. Or maybe I'm just not even using the right kind of paint that I want for the finish, for the look that I want. I think cream paints are more opaque, or they dry down more opaque. Or maybe I'm not using these water activated ones correctly. I really do not know. I have resorted to stippling it on. Half stippling, half stamping. Mostly stamping. I wonder if I just pulled out some white eyeshadow and I used that to set it, if that would make it more opaque. I've gone back now to the smaller brush to try and spread some of the paint that's still damp or wet out of it. See, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't wait long enough before touching up my nose here, and now there's a giant empty chunk. Of course, I suppose it's also possible that this is also it's most likely user error, let's be honest. What that didn't come out right. What I mean is, maybe I'm using too much water. Maybe I'm thinning the paint out too much without realizing it. And because it just doesn't feel as wet anymore, that's when I wet my brushes again, which makes it worse, which makes my problem worse. And just to reiterate, my problem is the paint's not as opaque as I want it to be. Like here on my right cheek and my forehead, up here on the left side of my forehead here above my eyebrow, my left cheek's doing okay, but then that's still drying there. Okay, that actually is not bad. And I think I'm gonna go grab some white eyeshadow and do what I said I was gonna do and try and see if that helps at all. I'm just taking a random eyeshadow brush and just picking up a bunch of eyeshadow to see if this works. I inhaled eyeshadow. Awesome. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. I don't know if this is just me, but this seems to kind of be working. And I am absolutely checking where I'm about to powder before I powder, just to be sure I don't smear paint. Overall paint job could definitely be improved, but you know, that's not bad. And now I'm gonna take this straight flat brush and we're gonna go back to the black. Let me double check my reference really quick. Yep, everything under here, under the black lines, is all black, so I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. Again, avoiding my lips until the last possible minute. And now my nose. And I'm also going to go ahead and use this brush. Since it's so thin and flat, I'll also go ahead and use it to redefine the lines as well. Can body paint go on your eyelids? I have no eyebrows, oh my god. I guess if you really wanted to, you could block them out. But I don't want to block my eyebrows out. So, I'm not gonna. And that is as close as I'm getting to my eyeballs with the body paint. When I go in and set my face, I'm going to be setting the black with black eyeshadow. So I'll go ahead and use that to go actually around my eyes. Because I don't feel comfortable putting body paint on my eyelids. Oh god, now I have to do the neck. My sweatshirt covers so much, so I'm only going to do some vertebrae down the center of my neck. And here I go. Now if I could just copy and paste this general shape, I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 more times down my neck. That'd be great. Are they actually connected? Well, duh, they're vertebrae, of course they're connected. Duh. I didn't think my neck was textured. Either I'm just now learning that it is, or there's something weird with this paint, man. Okay, now, excuse me, back with the black. I'm gonna start by going around each vertebrae with the black very carefully and then filling in the rest of my neck black. I pretty much just painted everything black. Maybe next time, depending on how the hood ends up working out, I will add another vertebrae under this one, so I'll do like 4 instead of 3. And now this is going to be my final drink, because now it is time to paint my mouth. I'm going to go back to that angled brush, and on my top lip, I'm going to do four lines, just like this. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my bottom lip black. And now with the white, those gaps on my top lip are going to get filled in. And I'm going to redefine those lines because I smeared them a bit. Now where is my black eyeshadow? I'm just going to take this brush, and actually no, that's the wrong brush. See, that's the brush I used for the white. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to use it with black eyeshadow to fill in, first of all, the rest of the eye sockets. Next time I will remember to prime my eyes. And while I'm here, first of all, I'm going to go over the paint a bit. Actually no, the black eyeshadow will do fine. I'm going to set the eye sockets with black eyeshadow as well. Careful not to get any on the white. I really do have no eyebrows. And the shape of one eye is going to change drastically when I raise that eyebrow. Set my nose. You could actually do with some redefining. Hang on. There we go. I'm gonna set the vertebrae really quick while I'm here. Again with white eyeshadow. Alright, time to get the wig on. So, funny story. I'm out of wig stands. So, because one wig stand holds my Loki wig, the other one is holding my Sarah wig. So we took this mannequin head we have for crafting up front, and we just put the Hobo wig on this. I will leave a link to the wig down in the description. My mom and I actually gave it a rough chop, and you can make this wig wet to wash it. So we just like took a spray bottle and like spritzed it with water to flatten it. Hopefully this wig works, because this is actually the second wig I've bought for Hobo, because the first wig was not white like it was advertised. It was like a silver gray. Oh, you can absolutely see my hair right there. Awesome. Oh wow, yeah, I could have done a much better job right here along the right side of my jaw. See if I can get the hood up over it. And ends up hiding like almost all the work I did on my neck, but that's okay. These, I'm going to take my rings off. These are actually children's skeleton gloves from Spirit Halloween. But see, my hands are tiny, so they literally fit like a glove. They're actually a little big. Pull down the sleeve, tuck it over the glove, try to hide my skin. That's it. Wow, okay. The white could definitely be better. All things considered, I don't think it's bad. Oh, I completely forgot my black pencil. Actually, I'm getting a new one soon. I ordered it yesterday. So if you can stand it, put black liner in your waterline. Don't put liquid liner in your waterline. I don't think you can put liquid liner in your waterline, but pencils, like the ColourPop Cream Gel pencils, they were great. I actually just ordered their black one yesterday. I should be getting it within the next week or so. I'm excited to try that. Maybelline also has one. I've been using it since last year, but the thing is, my waterline can't hold pencils worth anything, except for the ColourPop ones and my black Maybelline one. So I have to reapply my Maybelline one every couple of hours, whereas the ColourPop pencils, I only have to touch up maybe once during the day, twice at the most. Alright, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see me do more stuff like this. If you're seeing this video in October, then chances are I have not published my Dallas Fan Days vlogs yet. I am going to Dallas Fan Days at the Urban Convention Center October 18th, 19th, and 20th. This character, Hobo Heart, I'm cosplaying as for Friday. But when I'm filming this, no one knows yet because it's like a secret cosplay thing. But once this video's out, that means I've like officially announced it as part of my lineup. So check, you can catch me there if you want to. I will also leave a links to my Instagram, my Tumblr, and my Twitter. I am most active on my Instagram and my Tumblr. I also recently, at the time of filming this video, created a cosplay Facebook page, so I will also leave a link to that in the description, as well as a list of all the stuff I've put on my face, the paints, the wig, the eyeshadow palettes I used for the white and the black eyeshadow to set my face, the hoodie, and the gloves, and also all of Christos Fulton's every social media of his I can find. Again, I will link it down in the description. The gloves keep popping out from under the sleeves. I can't let them know I'm a human. I'm Opal Sapphire, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!